Hello reefers, Reef Geek here. So this video, my second video, is just going to show you my aquascape setup, the things I used, and then we'll, after that, cut to the finishing article, how it came out. Sorry about my eye today, I've got a sty, so don't worry, I haven't got Zoa juice in it or anything, which I once did. That wasn't nice. Yes, so I'm going to do a quick edit. You'll see the setup. And then I will show you the finishing. So today I've got my rock set out for my aquascape for my D&D 1200 tank. I'm just going to kind of show you what I've got set up ready to go, and then I'm not going to show you the process because it's going to take several hours, I think. I will show you the end result obviously after that, but I'm just going to show you what I've got here set up ready to go. So this is roughly 40 kilograms of some of it is Marco rock and some of it is from a UK company called Iquatics. Really good stuff, actually, really like it. It's really nice and lightweight, very porous, some good shapes, different sizes in there. Yes, and I bought some Marco rock off a reefer had closed down. So yeah, there's about 40 kilos, maybe 45 kilos. So I'm obviously not going to use all of this, but I just wanted different pieces to mess around with. So we've got some flat pieces here. Got a few little pieces just to, if I need to cover up any glue or anything like that. I've put the tennis balls just so you can see a scale, a size scale to the rocks. Got some smaller pieces here, medium pieces, and then a few really big pieces, which will be the main kind of structure, anchor structure, to support the weight of the branches coming out. So hopefully I can use the lighter, thinner pieces for the branches with the weight of the big pieces. We don't want it toppling over, so hopefully that would be enough. I also got these things from Arca in Germany. They sent these over, and these are just kind of flat pieces. They're man-made, but they're reef safe. They're flat. I was going to use them as feet to attach to the main bit, just so you know you've got a bit of circulation under there. Fish like to hide and sleep in there and things like that. So probably going to use these. And then I've got two methods of gluing. So I've got this stuff here. I don't think many people use this, but a few reefers have. It's a CT1. It is made in Britain, so I'm sure there's equivalent in your country. But if you're in Britain, this you can get from Screwfix, DIY shops, all other DIY shops. I think it's like £5 or something. So this is completely marine safe. Saltwater safe. Obviously takes a while to go off, so that will kind of be put on the joint to glue the rocks together. And then I'm going to use the coral sand, the dry coral sand, with super glue added to that. This is the runny super glue, and apparently that, I've never tried it, but I've seen a few videos. The super glue mixed with the coral sand makes a very good bond. So then you'll have that bond, and then you'll also have the CT1 bond. So hopefully that should last for a very long time, I'm hoping. Obviously PPE, we've got the gloves, eye protection, don't want any super glue in the eye. Yes, so this is my first time I've tried it with silicone adhesive and super glue. You know, I used to do attach frags and things with super glue, but I've never tried it with aquascaping. A lot of people seem to do it, so I thought I'd give it a go. I always used Milliput, but then I have been out the game for what, 7 years, so things have moved on, things have changed. So I will see you on the other side when I have made some kind of creation for, oh yes, sorry, let me just quickly show you that. So this is the setup. I've just kind of laid out some sticks with some tape for the size of my tank, so I can kind of put a few rocks together, put it over there, see if it works in the space, rather than keep putting it actually in the tank. And I've got a bigger space here to work with. So that's what that is over there. Probably going to try and go for kind of like a bonsai coming from one side, bonsai tree coming from one side, it branching into the middle, and then similar on the other side, branching into the middle, so they almost meet but not quite. But I don't know, you know, aquascaping tends not to go exactly how you want it, so I might turn up with something completely different. Who knows? We will see. I will see you on the other side. Bye. Okay, reefers, so what we've got here, I've already done this side. It's kind of held up with some rocks at the moment, just supporting it while everything cures. Here's some other joins I've done. You probably can't see them because they're covered in sand. But starting with this one here, so I'm attaching this flat piece to this flat piece. And what I've done, I was trying the sand method, but I found with the sand, a lot of it just drained through the holes and through the crevices. So you were kind of trying to put the glue in and the sand, and it was all going down. So I came across somebody else, well, a few people who used cigarette filters, the foam inside them. But actually, I had a natural sponge at home, which I bought when I was in Egypt, so totally natural from the ocean. So what I've done is chop little bits of that up, and I've just pushed it in here into the little gap where the joins are. So I've got one there, one under here, and one under there. And then with that, I'm just going to add my super glue. And it will act the same way as the cigarette filters, in that it soaks it up and becomes a nice solid join between the two rocks. So you get as much. And there you've got to really soak them. Okay. And then after I've done that, I add a tiny bit of sand just to scatter it over. After I've done that, I will get my CT1. I won't completely cover it because we want it to air out, but I will go in a similar kind of place to it and just add a load of this adhesive into various other little joins where it's going to meet the two rocks together. It doesn't matter if you're going to see it because I'm going to cover it with sand, plus, you know, after a few months it's going to be covered with coralline algae, so you won't notice this, hopefully. Well, I haven't used this stuff before, but so I've been told it's good stuff, and it does cover up and you won't see any of the shininess. So I'm just going to make sure I get a lot in there underneath just to give it a bit of support. And hopefully between the CT1 and the super glue, it should be solid for a long, long time. So once I've got this silicone adhesive one, just a light sprinkle just with sand, just to cover it up a little bit. Again, it won't cover all of it, but it will get the majority. A bit under there, you have to kind of throw it in it. Stick in, it's quite good, it is. Most of the sand is sticking to it. Okay, so that's how I'm doing the joins. Got a few more pieces to go up here, so it's going to be like a main bulk here, and it's going to go up. Main bulk here, sorry. Main bulk and anchor point here, so this is where the weight will be. We're going to have a longer slanted branch coming up this way, a smaller branch going that way, and then I'll probably have like a small separate island just here, maybe one at the back as well, just to kind of add a bit more interesting things to look at, rather than just being one lump of rock. I took inspiration from, oh, what is his name? Oh, I forgot it. When I remember who it is, what tank it is, I'll pop it up and you'll be able to see where I'm getting inspiration from. However, if it turns out half like that person's tank escape, I'll be happy. So here is the finishing article. Pretty happy with it. 90% happy. So I made sure there was enough weight in this bit to counterbalance the slope. Probably going to have two little separate mounds there just to add a bit of interest. Yeah, changed my original plan from the two kind of bonsais. Went for this as a kind of small cave in there. Nice, and go around this side, and another ledge on this side, and from the top. So hopefully when that's all full of SPS and some lovely LPS, etc., that will look nice, I hope. Yeah, pretty chuffed with it. You can see some of the joins here. Still a bit sandy, some of the sand will come off. But what I did find was that the CT1 adhesive was absolutely rubbish. Trash, pants, whatever you want to call it. Depends where you are in the world. Yeah, so I wouldn't recommend the silicone adhesive. It was too rubbery, so when you tried to glue pieces like this together, there was too much flex in it, and they just started bending, and it didn't adhere to the rock, even though the rock was super clean. It just peeled away from the rock, so I ended up just using all the super glue and sand. I did use a tiny bit of silicone just for attaching those feet at the bottom, but apart from that, I kind of peeled it off because it's so easy to peel off, and just used all those packs of super glue. So I wouldn't recommend the CT one. Might be good to other things in the aquarium, but definitely not aquascaping. Yes, got to try and get this into the tank now, which will be fun. Hopefully it doesn't all fall apart. Yes, I think in the future either super glue or reef cement, that'll be my next try next time I do an aquascape, or if this one falls apart, it'll be the aquascape. Also, I didn't mention that this rock from Marco Rock, sorry, and the Iquatics rock was cured. It was like a bleach and water solution. I think it was 600 to 700 milliliters of bleach to RO water, and then they recommend you soak it for at least a week and then rinse it off and soak it a few times in fresh RO. So I left mine to soak in the bleach and water solution for about 10 days. Yeah, it looked quite clean, so seemed pretty happy with that. And then I soaked it for 2 days in fresh RO, changed that, soaked it again for another day, and then let it dry outside. And yeah, it doesn't smell of bleach or anything like that, so I think it's good to go. Yeah, just wanted to say, but yeah, so pretty happy with that. I'll see you on my next video, where I will probably be setting up equipment in my tank, and I'll just give you a quick rundown of the setup I've got in there, and hopefully you'll see this still in this shape in my tank. Cheers reefers, bye!